Welcome back to the Stovetop. This video isn't really so much of a coffee review as much as it is a follow-up. In my previous video where I reviewed Arbuckle's Colombian Supremo Hula, I said that it was a little bit bitter in the middle. And I talked to my director later and she really didn't notice the bitterness as much as I did. And it wasn't a really bad bitterness or anything else like that. This to me, and to her to some extent, tastes kind of like Maxwell House or Folgers that you'd buy at the grocery store. However, she pointed out that it is smoother than that coffee, and I failed to include that in the video. Still, I don't think it's worth $17, $18, $20 a bag for a pound of coffee for what it is. Regardless, after I did the video, which was mostly a video where I was complaining about the customer service in December of 2021 and to some extent all the way back into December of 2020 with regard to how long it was taking them to ship and the fact that you had to spend so much in coffee in order to get free shipping, whereas in the past you didn't have to do that. And just the things like that I guess I got used to with Arbuckles, how quickly they shipped and just the level of customer service I used to get. Now I realize it's been troubling times for all businesses, but I want to see things get back to normal as much as anybody else. So after doing the video, or after publishing the video, I placed a small order with Arbuckles just to kind of, well, give them another try. Also, I wanted to get some coffee. We got some coffee as gifts for 2 people and some coffee for ourselves. So in maneuvering things around in the shopping cart, what I found was the optimal purchase is to buy up to 4 individual 1-pound bags of coffee. It can be the same kind, different kinds. It can be ground, whole bean. It doesn't matter. But as long as you get 4 or less of the 1-pound bags of coffee, you pay $9.25 and get 2-day FedEx shipping. This shipped out the day I ordered it, just like it used to back in the day with Arbuckles, and it got here in 2 days. I was so happy about that. Now, I ordered 4 1-pound bags of coffee, but originally I was trying to get, say, 2 or 3 1-pound bags of coffee and a coffee mug. Doing any combination, even 1 pound of coffee and a coffee mug, I ended up paying $16 or $17 in shipping, and it was FedEx ground, so it just wasn't worth it. So I don't know why they have it where you've got to get 4 bags of coffee or less, but it might have something to do with their standard box here. So it's just got a flip top. It's got their logo on there, and I really like the box. I mean, it's got a really kind of, nice design here. It kind of looks like a wood grain, even though it's still cardboard color. But it's got their logo and everything. But it's got this simple flip top, and you can see we've already taken one of the bags out of there. But 4 bags of coffee fit nice and snug in here. And there's a little cardboard insert that goes on top here with some information about the coffee. So maybe they do it this way because of the standardized packaging, and it's just faster and more affordable for them to ship more packages like this. Throwing a coffee mug in there maybe throws things off, or they're worried about it getting damaged in this. The only complaint I have about this box was today when it arrived, and I signed for, well, I didn't sign for it, he didn't have me sign, but I met the FedEx guy at the door. It was not taped. So at any point in transit, somebody simply could have just grabbed this, flipped it open, and taken the coffee out. I'm not saying tape would keep them from cutting it open if they wanted to, but I just kind of thought that was unusual that this wasn't taped. That's really my only complaint. Otherwise, it was back to business as usual with Arbuckles. Same-day shipping, affordable FedEx 2-day shipping. I was so happy with this. So in a few hours, I'm going to be getting up to be a panelist on Caliber Corner on the Travis P11 channel. And I'll be having some Ariosa coffee. We got their whole bean coffee for us, and I'll be grinding this up, making it with reverse osmosis, purified drinking water on the stronger of the 2 settings in Mr. Coffee. The only difference is I'm not going to do everything on screen. I already have an Ariosa review. But I'm going to go ahead and prep the coffee pot tonight like I ordinarily do. I brew it right there for my videos, but in our day-to-day, I'll go ahead and grind up the beans the night before and set the coffee pot, set the timer on it the night before. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and in a few hours, I'll be back just to tell you if Ariosa still tastes like Ariosa. Okay, it's the next morning and we're all done with Caliber Corner. During the show, I had some Ariosa coffee. It got me alert and awake, and it's got that rich and smooth taste that I like. It's definitely better than the organic Ariosa that I reviewed. Now, we talked about coffee a little bit on the podcast, and I brought up what I was doing here as far as making another order with them, giving them a try, and the results that I got. And Travis P11 pointed out that if you go to Amazon and you order a pound of Ariosa, that the shipping is actually cheaper. So while everybody else was talking, I went onto Amazon and I put some stuff in my cart and played around with it a little bit. And yes, it's like about $1.50 cheaper for shipping if you order a pound of Ariosa on Amazon. It's going to take a day or two longer, it looked like, to get here. But if you're not interested in getting your coffee as quickly, then that might be a good route to go. What I tried, though, was I put 4 individual 1-pound bags of Ariosa in my cart, and I got free shipping. And as you guys may know, I don't have Amazon Prime. So if you want to get the Ariosa coffee a little bit slower, but maybe a little bit cheaper, a little bit less expensive, then Amazon might be a route to go. I'll go ahead and include a link in the description section with the link to Arbuckle's website. But I found the catch. If you're a fan of Mexicali or you want to give Mexicali a try, and I highly recommend it, they don't sell that on Amazon. So that's what you've got to work with. They do have some other roasts on Amazon, and you can check that out for yourself if you'd like to give Arbuckles a try. Also, in case you were wondering, in this 1-pound bag of whole bean Ariosa, they did include the peppermint stick. So, from my previous review of the Colombian Supremo Hula, which New York Outcast called the Complaint Blend, to the follow-up video where I'm back to the regular Ariosa coffee, which Travis P11 called this morning the Redemption Roast, I'm glad to see that Arbuckles is back. Their customer service is back. I'm very happy as a customer. And with everything that's gone on in the past 2 years for both businesses and consumers, it's good to see something start to come back to normal. I'm hoping this is a trend that continues on with other businesses. So if you haven't tried Arbuckles coffee before, I absolutely recommend it. I would start off with the Ariosa or the Mexicali. They also sell other things like tea. They have some swag, and they do sell coffee mugs made right there in Tucson, Arizona. So if you're interested in getting something that's maybe better than what you're used to, if you've just been getting store brand coffee or just some of the more popular name brand coffees in the store, I absolutely recommend giving Arbuckles a try. Thanks for watching.